Hi. The inner parent is very much the primary voice that we need to work with self-parenting. The inner parent comes from the way that you were parented when you were a child. So you're born in whatever country you're born, your parents speak a specific language and they act a certain way and they do different things during the day. And when you're a little child, all you do is look at your parents and go, oh, I want to be just like them. So you copy what they do. You mimic their behavior. This is very normal. This is very much like happens in the animal kingdom. If you look at baby lions, they look at their parents and do what their parents do. So the inner parent is created by the style of parenting that you had when you were young. Now, let's say you didn't have outer parents for some reason, you were adopted or something. It's whoever's taking care of you. Whoever's taking care of you when you're little is the most important person or people in your life. So you're basically going to copy everything they say and do, and you're going to internalize it, and you're going to say, the way they're acting is the way I'm going to act. So your inner parent comes basically in two different versions. If you had positive parenting when you were growing up, then you have a positive inner parent. The behaviors that you witnessed and the ways that you became, that you copied, were positive for the most part. So inside your mind, you have a positive inner parent who's basically a good person doing the right thing in a lot of different ways. Now, if you had negative parents or outer parenting, then this is what we call the negative inner parent. And a lot of people have had this type of upbringing. This is particularly prevalent with a group called the adult children of alcoholics. If your parents were alcoholics or addicted in any way, then their behavior is usually pretty bad for the child. So the child internalizes this behavior. And let's say your outer parents yelled at you all the time and said, you're a bad kid, you don't do this, you don't do that. Well, your inner parent is going to be doing that to yourself, even though now you're 50 years old. So it's very important to kind of have an idea of what kind of parenting you had when you were growing up. If it was positive, that's fantastic. If it was negative, that's not as good. But basically, most of us, on average, have some positive, some negative, and we just are who we are. And by the time, let's say, we're 18 years old, we kind of say, well, your inner parent is now you. So if you had bad outer parents and you're 18 or older, then we say you're, going to be a bad inner parent to yourself. And if you had positive parents and you're 18 and older, then you'd say, okay, you have positive inner parent. But basically, everyone has some positive, some negative, and with self-parenting, what we do is we learn how to become more positive as the inner parent. Whatever kind of parenting you had, as bad as it might be, you can still change your inner parent. Our mind is something that we can work with, and in self-parenting, we learn how to become a positive inner parent where we love, support, and nurture the inner child. So next I'm going to talk about the inner child voice, and we'll see you in the next video.